So, welcome everyone. Thanks for showing up. I don't know about you, but today was really, really, really hard for me. I cried a lot, more than I would like to admit, and relying on my breathwork practice, especially at work, was what really, I'm not even going to say brought me down to normal, but it brought me down to what was bearable, what I could control and what I could get through throughout the day. So we're going to start out with some breath work. And for me, I feel like we don't need to do anything. But my offering for this practice and for this class is we're just going to work on being a little bit more grounded. That might be slowing down a little bit, connecting back to source and the earth. Feel free to take it at your own pace if you want to amp it up or slow it down. If you want to stay in Shavasana the whole time, that's totally okay too. Pull a Michael, we all miss him, we can embody him. But just my offering today is we're going to really rely on our breath and focus on how we breathe and what shows up for us in our breath and in our mind throughout this practice. Because that's the yoga, right? It's recognizing what shows up for us on our mat, how we get through it, and then how we adapt those things into the real world. So we're just going to start off with a comfortable seat. If you want to sit on a blanket or a block to elevate the hips, please feel free to. And then also just remember it's an at-home practice, so be mindful of any furniture or four-legged friends that could be potentially joining us at some point. And then just, it's your body, so listen to what feels good and do what does and take out what does not. But so just find yourself in a comfortable seat and really focus on all parts of the body that are connected into the earth. And just remember, if being in a seat is not a place that you want to be in, you can also lay down or take a child's pose. Just what's really important right now is finding a place where you feel comfortable, finding a place where you feel stable and connected and rooted. And then when we get into that shape, invitation to close our eyes. So we take out all of the vision and all of the surrounding things that could, catch our attention, take us out of the moment, and maybe we turn in and focus on our mind's eye. And then allow yourself to release. And I know that sounds hard and it may feel impossible, but maybe just release all the air from your lungs. Give a big sigh, maybe to really just let go. And then in this space, in this seat, or whatever shape you've decided to take, feel the parts of the body that are connected to the earth, feel them root down. So maybe it helps to imagine that roots are coming out of the ground and they're just gently hugging your pelvis or your knees, and you just feel stable. Most importantly, you feel supported. And then just arrive. So releasing anything you saw on social media today, anything you witnessed on the news, anything you might have experienced with, in your personal life or your work life, just let it go. It's not going to take shape. It's not going to take form in the next 45 minutes. It'll be there when we're done, and we'll revisit it then. And again, just release all the air from your lungs. From here, take a full breath in through the nose. Audible cleansing breath. We'll do that one more time. Inhale through the nose. And audible release. Now we're going to do an equal ratio breath. So we're going to inhale to start for the count of 4. We're going to pause for 4. We're going to release for 4. And then pause again for 4. So if you need to take more or less, take it at your own pace, but I will be guiding out of the 4-count breath. So on your inhale through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Final round. Pause, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now take a full breath in. As much air as you can breathe in, consciously fill up all spaces of the body. And then at your top, audible release, let it go. Feel your sit bones sink in, feel the heart space, unwind. And then flutter your eyes open if they're closed. And then maybe you relax the shoulders, roll the neck. And then just to start, we're gonna find ourselves on our backs. So find any position you need to take to get there. My invitation is grabbing one knee and slowly rolling yourself down. And then when you get to your back, draw your knees in towards your chest. And then feel free to take any movement. So you can rock the knees from side to side. You can take the knees in a circular motion. Or if it feels good, you can bring the knees out wide to begin to open up the hips. Most importantly, keep the shoulder blades down onto the earth and the hips down onto the earth. So stamp that low back in. Just allow yourself to move. So it doesn't have to be any real yoga pose to start. Just find movement. Allow the body to start to awaken. And then go ahead, place the soles of the feet onto the earth, knees towards the ceiling. Guide the right knee in towards the chest. Cross that right ankle on top of the left knee, figure 4. So curl those toes back. And then option to rock the hips from side to side. So we're energetically pressing the right knee away from the body, beginning to open up the hip. If this feels good and you'd like to deepen, begin to draw that left knee in towards your chest, but try not to lift up the shoulders, keep them flat, open the heart, right? So for today's class, we're grounding, but we're gonna try and create space and open the heart. Because if there's one thing I believe that the world needs more right now is grounding and love. So how can we embody that through this practice? Go ahead, place the left foot down, uncross the legs. Left knee draws in towards the chest. Figure 4, switch sides, left ankle on top of the right knee. Energetically, left knee comes away from the body. And then option to guide that right knee in towards the chest, if it feels good. Notice where you're harboring any tension. Can we send our breath to those spots on the body to allow ourselves to soften? And then place the right foot down, uncross the legs. We're gonna hug the knees in towards the chest, roll ourselves off to one side, press ourselves up to a seat, and then find tabletop. So stacking the wrists underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips, and remember you can always place a blanket underneath your knees for more support. We're gonna begin to work out the spine. So inhale through cat-cow, inhale, the chest goes forward. Open the heart. Exhale, press into the mat, round the back. Think about drawing your chin towards the chest. And then inhale again, open up. Exhale, round and curl. Now as we come into this inhale, shift the chest forward. Now imagine that your heart is shining this big beam of light and love. Can we shine it out to everybody that we know? And then exhale, let's shine that heart into ourselves. So offer that same love and compassion to ourselves. And then one more round. Inhale, open the heart, find the back. And then exhale, round and curl, draw it in. And then inhale back to a neutral spine. We're gonna begin to warm up the core. So finding balancing table, we're gonna extend the left leg long, toes on the ground to start. And then shift the weight into the left palm, right arm reaches forward. So opposite arm, opposite leg. Engage the core. When you feel stable, if you want, lift that left heel up towards the hip. We don't want it to be higher than the glute. We want it in line with the hips. Continue to press through your right fingertips and your left heel. Belly button in, almost like you're knitting your rib cage together. For our crafters, we knit and we crochet the rib cage in. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, palm down, knee down, option to shift from side to side or maybe roll out that left wrist. And then we're gonna switch sides. So extend that right leg long now. Toes to start, toes on the ground, find your footing. And then inhale, the left arm reaches long. So remember, opposite arm, opposite leg. When you feel grounded and stable, utilize it from the core and the glute lift the right leg. So that back foot is active, it's flexed, like you're leaving a footprint in the wall behind you. Reach with the front fingertips, reach back through the heel, elongate your spine. Almost as if you can feel the belly just pulling from one side forward and back. Continue to breathe, full breath in and out. One final breath here, inhale. Exhale, hand and knee down, option to shake from side to side. Or maybe flip that right wrist. And then we're gonna bring the knees nice and wide, big toes to touch. We're gonna pause in a child's pose, just for a breath or two. Begin to sink your hips back and then reach your fingertips forward. And then in this space, allow yourself to connect to center. So I want everyone, if it's in their practice today, to think of an intention or a prayer or a mantra that you wanna set for yourself, for others, to really find and dedicate this practice to whatever feels right in your body at this time, and just for today. Allow those words to fill your heart space, to fill your mind, and can we invite this practice to move not only initiated with our breath, but initiated from our intention. Take another full breath in here and out. And then go ahead, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. We're gonna press ourselves onto our heels. And then we're gonna shift onto our knees, coming back into that tabletop pose. And then from here, tuck those toes, lift those knees. We're gonna come right up to our first down dog. So feel free to invite some movement here. Maybe bend one knee and then the other. Shake the hips, shake the head. Allow yourself to release any tension. Maybe those feet come a little bit wider if you have any hamstring or low back tension or tightness. Maybe bend those knees. Feel yourself connect. So, like we did at the beginning, root down through the feet. Spread your toes as wide as you can. Spread your fingers as wide as you can and then lift your hips up. And then you begin to melt your heels down. So it's a very active resting pose, down dog. And just pause. Full breath in and out. As we inhale, bend the knees, gaze towards the fingertips. Exhale, walk your feet up to meet your hands and find yourself in a forward fold. But this time, my invitation is to bring your feet a little bit wider than hip width, and then bend your knees so much that the torso meets the thigh, and then just let the body hang, so ragdoll. Option to take opposite elbows, maybe sway from side to side, or maybe find stillness, whatever feels best in your practice today. Embody it. Release the jaw, relax any tension. Invite openness and space, and most importantly, compassion. And then go ahead and release those palms. We're gonna heel toe our feet back to hip width, so stack the knees on top of the ankles. Inhale, rise up to your halfway lift. Crown of the head nice and tall. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. And then inhale, rise all the way up to your standing pose. Reach those fingers as tall as you can, press the tailbone down. Exhale, hands meet at heart center. Inhale, reach those arms nice and tall, rib cage opens up. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift, crown of the head forward. Exhale, pause in your forward fold. As you inhale, hands to the earth, step back to plank, and then pause. As you exhale, lower onto your knees, keep your butt in the air, lower down, chest hits the floor, chin hits the floor. So we call this knees, chest, chin. Inhale, wiggle forward, press the forehead towards the front, low cobra. So scoop those elbows in, as if the shoulder blades are scooping your heart forward. And then exhale back to your down dog. You can press up through plank or press up through tabletop. Just shift those hips up and back. And then take a few breaths here. 2 sounds good. Inhale and exhale. Continue to pause. Inhale as you bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, walk those feet up to meet the hands, finding your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up, reach as tall as you can. Press down through those feet. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms come nice and tall. Exhale as you fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, pause in that forward fold. Inhale, walk your feet back to plank. Exhale, lower onto the knees, come down to your chest and chin. Keep that butt nice and high. Inhale, wiggle the chest forward, find your cobra, press down to the tops of the feet. And then exhale back to your down dog. Breathe. On your inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, make your way to the top of your space as you forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Reach those arms nice and tall. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, inhale, arms tall, side body opens. Exhale as you forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. This time as you exhale, work your way down through your knees, chest, chin, or take chaturanga, take that half push-up. Inhale, low cobra or upward facing dog. If you're in upward facing dog, your quads are lifted. The only thing that should be touching the mat is your hands and your feet. And then exhale, back to your down dog. And take a pause here. Take any movement that feels good. Release the tongue from the roof of your mouth and surrender. Allow yourself to arrive. As you inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, step to the top of your space and forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale all the way to standing. Arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. This time, inhale, sit those hips back, chair pose. So weight mostly into the heels. You should be able to wiggle your toes. And then press the tailbone down towards the earth. So imagine that the rib cage knits in. You want one long, long spine. Hands can come to heart or maybe the arms reach up. Full breath in here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, work through your chaturanga or knees, chest, chin, whatever in your practice. Inhale, low cobra or up dog. Find your heart opener. Let the heart shine through. And then exhale back to your down dog. Take a full breath in and out. Notice what's showing up in the mind. Notice the quality of your breath. And notice your heartbeat. And then as we inhale, we're going to bring our right foot up to where our right thumb is. So we come into this lunge. And then as we inhale, rise up to that high lunge. So take your time. If you need to place your hands on your thighs for more support, go ahead. And stay here for a pause. That right hip draws back, the left hip draws forward. Pull in. Belly button up. Activate that bandha, that mula bandha. Pull the pelvic floor up. Crown of the head tall. Option to reach the arms up overhead. One more breath in. Exhale, hands framing the front foot. Step that right foot back. Work your way through your chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Or maybe you skip it all together and come back to child's pose or down dog. Whatever feels best in your practice. Just honor yourself wherever you are, however you're feeling today. And know it's okay. Full breath in and out. This time, left foot comes to the left thumb. Inhale as you rise up to that lunge. So take your time. Left hip back, right hip forward. Press back through that back ankle and reach. Try not to sit so much into that front leg. We want to find both a stretch and deepening, but we want to reach up too. So imagine those thighs are drawing in towards each other. Continue to breathe. One more breath in, reach up. Exhale, hands come down, frame that front foot. Left foot steps back. Work your way through your chaturanga or your high to low push-up. Remember, cat-cow is always an option too if that feels better in your practice. Or just simply press back to down dog. And then just take a pause here. Feel your breath, feel the earth. Feel connected. And always feel supported, not only from yourself, but from the earth. Breathe in and out. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze toward your fingers. Exhale, step floater, hop to the front of your space and come into your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, so sit those hips back. We're gonna reach up. Good, imagine you're hugging a block in between your thighs. Awesome job, Claire and Kelly, you're the only ones I can see. Reach those arms up, full breath in. Exhale, come to standing, straighten those legs, hands to heart. And then in this time, my invitation is to place your hands either on your heart or keep them in prayer, and we're just gonna have one full cleansing breath. Focus on your intention or your mantra. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, reach those arms overhead. Exhale as you forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale through your chaturanga or your chest, knees, chest, chin. Heart opener of choice. Let that heart shine through. Give all the love you have. And then come into downward facing dog and give yourself that same love. You're turning in, you're tuning in, and arrive. Full breath. And release. Inhale, the right leg comes up towards the ceiling. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, crunch and pause. Inhale, right leg back up towards the ceiling. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, twist, crunch. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee to nose. And then step the right foot where the right thumb is. And then go ahead, drop that back knee. We're gonna place the left palm by the earth or onto a block just by that big toe. And then inhale, that right arm comes up. So we're twisting from the back, upper back and the middle back. We're opening the heart. Pause. Breathe. Notice. One more breath in. And one more breath out. Inhale, reach that right arm just a little bit higher. And then exhale, right hand comes down to the earth. And then we're gonna shift those hips back. So we're gonna take a half split. Notice what's happening in the back body. We don't want our hips to come down towards our heels. We wanna keep those back hips on top of our knee. And then we wanna curl those toes towards our face. So if we need to use a block or a book, something to provide a little bit of support, pause. Peel that right hip back. Send your breath to those spots that could use some softness or sweetness. And breathe. Full breath in here. And maybe deepen just a little bit more as you exhale. One more breath in. And one more breath out. As you inhale, shift forward, place the sole of the foot back onto the earth. Go ahead and release that block. And then tuck the back toe. Lift the back knee. We're gonna rise up to our high lunge. We were already here. And just pause. Full breath in and out. And then from here, we're gonna take our hands, and we're gonna interlace them behind our low back. We're gonna take a heart opener. So, most importantly, we're gonna try and bring the palms together. And then go ahead, press those knuckles back. If the palms don't come to touch, that's fine. We just wanna get them as close to each other as possible. And then peel the heart open. Full breath in. Stay for the exhale. One more breath. And out. Release that grip. Bring the arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale to warrior two. So that back heel comes in. Bend into that front knee. Arms come to the side. And just take a pause. So press through that back pinky toe like you're lifting the inner arch. So it's going to activate that quad, that glute, that hamstring. And then reach. Full breath in here. And out. This time as we inhale, we're going to straighten that front leg and bring the arms overhead. And then as we exhale back to warrior two, bend that front knee. Inhale, straighten the front leg, arms reach up. Exhale into your warrior two. One more time. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Bring those palms together. Exhale, warrior two. And pause. Full breath in here. And out. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Flip your front palm. Reverse. This is exalted. Reach the arm up. And then as we exhale, bring that right arm forward, left hip back. We're going to find our first triangle pose. Reach that left arm up. And then from here, go ahead and lift your front toes. And then spread them nice and wide. That should go ahead and bring a little bit of bend to that front leg, which is fine. You don't want to lock out. One more breath in. And out. Inhale, bend that front knee. Exhale, rise up, warrior two. Inhale, flip the front palm. Keep a bend in the front knee this time. Now reverse, right arm up. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Frame the front foot. Unplug the back heel. Step the right foot back to plank. And then option to work through your chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Take any pose that feels good in your body until you find your down dog. Again, remember to move with your breath and always move with your intention. And then just take a pause. Full breath in. And out. Inhale the left leg high. We're doing second side. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Get those shoulders over the wrist. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, shift forward. Left knee to right elbow. Use your core. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee to nose. Step the left foot where the left thumb is. And then go ahead, drop that back knee. Place the right hand by the big toe, either on the earth or on a block. And then inhale, that left arm comes nice and tall. Open the back, open the chest. Feel those feet planted into the earth. That right knee, that left foot is so supported. Even that right hand. Reach up. One more breath in. Exhale, left hand comes down. And then go ahead, shift those hips back, finding that half split. Keeping those hips on top of the knee. Curl those front toes down. Left hip comes back, square the pelvis. Pause. Open the heart. Reach the crown of the head forward as you inhale. And then as you exhale, begin to draw the chest down. Try not to round the back. Keep the heart open. Send your breath to those spots. Focus back on that intention, that love, that support. One more breath in. And one more breath out. Inhale, shift forward, plant the front foot. Release that block or book. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. Moving with intention, rise up to that high lunge. Take your time. Breathe in and breathe out. And then go ahead, bring those hands behind the low back. Interlace the fingers, except opposite grip is the first, so we like to call it funky fingers. And then press the knuckles away. Try to draw the soles of the palms. Are they soles of the palms or the palms? Whatever they are, try to draw them together and open the heart. The chest comes forward, the crown of the head tall, and then bend into that front knee. One more breath in and out. Inhale, release the grip, bring those arms overhead. Exhale into warrior two, back heel comes down. Press through that back pinky toe and then bend it. Allow yourself some time to pause. So we want heel to heel or heel to arch alignment in those feet. And then breathe. Bring those arms nice and wide. One more breath in and out. And then inhale, straighten that front leg. Bring those arms up. Exhale, bend the front knee, warrior two, arms come to the side. So we're beginning to warm up those hips. Inhale, reach up, straighten that front leg. Exhale, bend into warrior two. One more time, straighten that front leg, reach up. Exhale, warrior two, and take a pause. Breathe in, notice, and release. And then straighten that front leg. Flip that front palm. Exalt that warrior, reach that left arm up. So feel the left rib cage open. And then bring that left arm forward, shift the right hips back, coming into your triangle pose. And reach. So from here again, lift those toes and then plant them firmly into the earth. So a little micro bend into that front knee. And then continue to press through that back pinky toe and peel the heart open. So that right shoulder should be stacked on top of the left. You don't want it to come down. You want to open it. So if we put you and your back and your legs onto a wall, all parts of the body should be connected. One more breath in and out. Inhale, bend that front knee. Exhale, rise back up to your warrior two. Keep a bend in the front knee, flip the front palm, reach up. Continue the length in the left side body. And then exhale those hands down, frame the front foot. Unplug the back leg. Step the left foot back to meet the right, and then work your way back to your down dog. So you can take that chaturanga. I'm going to take a cat-cow. It's easier to talk than doing all those push-ups. And then back to your down dog. And take some time here if you want to move out those feet, if you want to shake those hips. Relax your jaw. We're going to pause. Full breath here. And out. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze towards your fingers. Exhale, step or float to the top of your space. Find your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Reach, 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 reach. Exhale, hands to heart. And then just pause. Take a full breath in here and out. Now from here, we're going to do eagle pose. So go ahead and shift the weight into your left foot. Pop that right knee forward. I'm not mirroring you guys, so just do your best with left and right. Or don't, whatever feels better. And then take that right leg, stamp that right hamstring on top of the right or the left quad. So like we're sitting in a chair. Option to keep those toes down if you want to invite a little bit more balance or challenge in this posture, bring those toes up. If you want to and you can, wrap that right ankle around that left knee without dipping the hips to the side. You can do that too. I am not that person. And then we're going to take our arms out nice and wide. And then we're going to bring the right arm underneath the left. And then you can bring the back of your palms together. You can bring the front of your palms together. But most importantly, bring those elbows up towards the shoulders. And then let the shoulders fall down away from the ears. Good. Then notice a part of the floor or the wall that's not moving. You're more than welcome to stay here, but if you'd like to challenge your balance a little more, maybe you sit those hips back like you're coming into a chair. And try to keep those hips on top of the ankle as you lift those elbows, stay in line with the shoulders. Breathe. Connect the belly button in, so lift the rib cage. One more breath here, and out. Inhale, come back up to standing. Go ahead, release the grip, and then bring that right foot down. Go ahead, shake out that left ankle. I know it's hard, I got a little sweaty. And then we're gonna shift sides, so shift the weight into the right foot, bend the left knee. Cross that left knee on top of the right thigh. Option to keep those toes down, or lift or hook, whatever feels better. And then bring those arms out wide, like we're giving everyone a hug, right? And then now we're gonna give ourselves a hug. So left arm comes under the right. Back of the palms together or palms together. Lift those elbows forward and up. Hug the belly button in. Reach the crown tall. And then if and when you feel ready, option to sit those hips back into your chair pose. Keep the elbows up, keep the hips in line, hug the core. Keep imagining that those roots are coming in from the ground and they're just holding your foot. You're supported, you're stable, you're secure. One more breath in and out. Inhale, come back up to standing. Release that bind, left hand comes down. Go ahead, shake out that right ankle if it feels good. Good. And then from here, we're gonna inhale the arms out wide. And then exhale, we're gonna curl in and really give ourselves a hug this time. Inhale, bring those arms wide. Maybe you invoke a little bit of a back bend, so you bring the chest forward. And then exhale, curl in, give yourself a hug. So kind of like cat-cow, but standing. One more time, inhale, reach out. And exhale, come into hug. And then from here, bring those arms overhead. Exhale, come into your forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, come into your chaturanga. This will be your last option for it if you'd like to take it. If not, you can skip it. And we'll meet back in down dog. And when you find your down dog, just take a collective breath. So inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. And then from here, find child's pose. Bring those knees wide, big toes to touch. Sit those hips back. Reach the arms forward. Now my invitation for you is to place your head either on the earth or block or your fists so that we release any tension in the neck. And then rock the head from side to side. So like you're giving yourself a forehead massage. And release your jaw. So my invitation for you today is to open your mouth as wide as you can, like you're at the dentist. And then wiggle the low jaw from side to side. We hold a lot of tension and a lot of stress in our jaw, in our face. And I noticed myself clenching more than normal today. My fists were clenched, my shoulders were up, my jaw was tight, I could not relax. But I came back to my breath and I rocked my head from side to side and I released my jaw, and it helped. So we have these resources that we can adapt to our everyday life beyond our mat to help invoke a more calm and more adaptable ways to address big, real life issues. And that's the yoga. That's us invoking our true yogi self. These moves aren't for nothing. These moves aren't to just get a workout. They're to better ourselves, to help be better, feel better, do better. And I hope you all get to experience that. And then inhale, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, and then press yourself up onto your heels. And then go ahead, sit those hips off to the side. Bring your legs forward. We're going to come into staff pose or a seated forward fold. So if you know that you need to sit your hips up a little bit taller, or option always to bend your knees. But most importantly, curl those toes back as if you're standing on actual earth, as if you're standing up. And then reach those arms up as tall as you can. And then hinging from your hips, begin to reach towards your toes. And then in the moment you realize that you begin to round your back, let those arms come down. Those shoulders fall soft. If you can't reach your toes, that's fine. I'm a big person who likes to connect with the earth, so my hands usually are always touching my mat or the ground. And I just let myself fall softly. Feeling the hamstrings. Breathe. One more breath in. Out. And then go ahead, press yourself back up as you inhale. We're going to find butterfly pose, so bring the soles of your feet together. Bring those knees nice and wide. Now the farther your heels are from the midline, the easier it is on the hips. And then curl those feet open. So bring the pinky toes to touch, and then almost like you're reading the soles of your feet as if they were like the story of your life, like the book of your life. And then bring those elbows down towards the knees if they feel good, and then just allow yourself to fall softly forward. Don't try to pull yourself. Don't force it. Make it effortless. And just breathe. Notice where you're holding tension and allow yourself to soften. And then go ahead, inhale, press yourself back up. We're going to take the outsides of our knees and we're going to pull them in for a little bit of support. And then find yourself laying on your back. So you can roll off to one side or draw one knee in and just make your way down. But we're going to hug both knees into our chest. An option to rock from side to side if you want to take some circles. You can. Just allow yourself to settle in. And then from here, take a full breath in. Exhale those knees to the left, so maybe the hips shift to the right. We're going to palm down into a supine twist. So you can take that right arm or both arms, depending on how much space you have. Reach it out to the side. Make sure both shoulder blades are pressed into the earth, so we're thinking of a T in the upper body. And then let the knees fall. Maybe it helps to imagine that your spine is like a spiral staircase. And then breathe into the right side body. Feel the rib cage expand. Let it get bigger. Breathe deeper. Pause. Inhale the knees back up towards center. Maybe scooch those hips to the left this time and then let the knees fall to the right. Again, option to take that left arm wide. Maybe bend the elbow, but stamp that left shoulder blade onto the earth. And if it feels good on the neck, maybe you gaze over the left shoulder. Maybe you begin to notice if or how this side felt different than the last side. No better, no worse. Maybe we just begin to get curious with how our body's showing up. And then inhale those knees back up towards center. Option here to take any movement that feels good before you set yourself up for your final resting pose. So this could be happy baby. Maybe that butterfly pose felt really good, but this time you want to take it on your back with the soles of your feet together and your knees wide. Or maybe you're like, Asha, I'm done. I'm coming right into Shavasana or seated meditation. Awesome, do it. Honor your body. But we're going to allow ourselves just a few more breaths to get settled in or release anything that we need to allow ourselves to find complete, total rest and rejuvenation. And then if and when you're ready, making your way to your final place of rest, whether that be laying down savasana or a seated meditation. And feel all parts of your body connect down to the earth. Feel your muscles begin to melt. Feel the space between your eyebrows soften. Your cheekbones relax. Your tongue removed from the roof of your mouth. Your jaw is unclenched. And you just breathe. You're going to be here for a few moments, for a few minutes. And there's a quote I would love to offer during the Shavasana. If you're open to receiving, please do. If you would love these words to just bounce off, please let them. If we could look into each other's hearts and understand the unique challenges each of us face, I think we would treat each other much more gently, with more love, patience, tolerance, and care. That's from Marvin Ashton. So maybe take a few more breaths and notice how those words settle into your body, your heart space. Offer up compassion and love for what did. And if and when you're ready, begin to bring some awareness back to your physical body. Maybe lengthening your inhales to your exhales, wiggling your fingers, your toes, your wrists, ankles, neck. Or offer your body a good morning stretch like you're waking up all over again. Arms tall, toes long, maybe a little arch in the low back. Invitation to draw your knees in towards your chest and roll over to whatever side feels good and natural. Maybe taking embryo pose. And offer up gratitude, not only for this practice, but please offer gratitude for yourself, for putting in the work and committing the time to what I consider to be the best form of self-care and self-love. And if you'd like to formally close class, gently press yourself up to a comfortable seat. We'll end class with a collective breath. This time placing our hands either at a prayer at heart center or placing them directly on your heart. And release all the air from your lungs. Full breath into the nose and out. Inhale our thumbs between our brows, our seat of divine intuition and our connection to something greater. May we offer gratitude to our bodies, to our breath, to our minds, and to all of those who are hurting and affected by all of the weight of the world. And I'd like to offer up this prayer. May all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may my thoughts, my words, and my actions contribute in some way to the happiness and freedom of all. Namaste.